Salutations, Armoured Pants here, and I have a quick tank review for you on the KV-220 Beta, which is now in the shops and for sale. So, I think that this is fucking great, it's fantastic news, hence the fireworks. Let's celebrate all things good, because finally, at last, we have something worth celebrating from Wargaming. Something that is well priced, it's a good fucking tank, it's fun to play, and they're not really ripping us off. It's $9.99, it's €10, it's affordable. Because up until now, with all these crates bullshit and fucking stupid fucking events and this World Cup bullshit, I don't mean the World Cup was bullshit, that was fucking great, well, except for France winning, but I mean the events and all that. Wargaming, I think, have been treating us like this. Massive kick in the vagina, a cunt punt. And even if you have a vagina, like the gearbox on an old Ford Cortina, you still don't want to get kicked, do you? I mean, nobody likes being kicked in the vagina. I mean, I don't even have one, and I wouldn't like it. So, there you go. So, it's good to see, for once, that Wargaming are not trying to kick us in the vagina or smash us in the nuts. They're actually doing something decent. So, fair play to them. It took a fucking long enough, but I guess we shouldn't complain, you know. Well, we should complain, but nobody's fucking listening, obviously. But, so let's have a look at this tank. So what's great about this tank? Well, fucking everything, I think. It has a fucking amazing armor profile. It has troll armor. It has a great gun. It's got a very decent rate of fire. It's got a medium tank rate of fire on a heavy tank. Its only downside, I would say, is that its pen is not amazing because it has a 76mm Jiu gun. But if you load up on some APCR, which you can do because it has a very big ammo rack, then that will take care of that. Plus, if you load up the equipment as I've loaded up to get the extra pen from distance, so supercharge and refiled gun, then I think you're not going to have a problem, especially if you load up some APCR. It's not fast, but then if you're used to driving the normal KV, you're not going to find any difficulties with that. And surprisingly, I found it more maneuverable than I thought it would be. I just played 10 games in it. I bought it today, playing 10 games. Now, looking at this thing here, and looking at the armor profile, it looks like, when you're looking at this, especially if you're in a tier 4, by the way, it looks like it's tomato with an erection. It's fucking red everywhere. You know, it's as difficult to penetrate as a fucking 90-year-old nun. It's just not happening. Even if you look at the modules, it's still a fairly robust motherfucker, you know. It's like that fucker in school, you know, that you just beats the shit out of everybody, you know. He's in prison now, but who cares? Looking at the back as well, it's still got a decent armor profile. You know, this looks great. This is now looking at if you're up tier to tier 6, but let's go back and have a look as if we're in tier 5, and you can see it's very decent and front on, very decent. Tier 4, if you're coming up against tier 4 tanks, most of them can't pen you. Even a DW2, even if you use an APCR, is going to bounce shots at you. So this is a great tank. It's great for brawling. You can go front line in it. You can YOLO in it. If we look here at the tactics, by the way, you know, these guys, this is Blitz Hanger. They never give good on anything, as far as I can see. Any tank I reviewed, it's always poor. And actually, average means it's good at it. So average, they're saying front line, and then 1v1 brawls. And the tank is fucking awesome. It's great fun to drive. You'll really enjoy it. Decent credit earner. And at last, as I said, something decent from Wargaming, and something that's not going to break the bank. So what's this? Well, this is the girl next door, the perfect girl, the girl that you could bring home to your mother and your father. Bring a girl you want your mates to meet because she's gorgeous, she's great in bed, she's studying to be a doctor, she really likes you, she thinks you're funny and charming, she's not mental, even though she thinks those things. You know, it's just fantastic. But of course, somebody just reminded me, what am I talking about? You guys play Pixelate Tank Game. You don't have girlfriends. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's just say it's like beer and pizza. You can't go wrong, you know. Beer and pizza never lets anybody down, right? Fantastic. Oh, sorry, somebody just reminded me, some of you are not old enough to drink and some of you don't drink. In that case, you're fucking miserable. So get this fucking tank. You need it more than the rest of us. So get out there and get it. Well, this is all very well armoured, but how is it actually in the field? Well, I'll load up some gameplay later on. Let's just look here. I played 8 games with it just after I bought it. Had a 100% win rate. Average damage ratio is 4.24. Kill to death ratio was infinity. Well, because I didn't die. Because you'll see I had a 100% survival rate as well. And it's just, I mean, like, just look here, you know. average damage per minute 347, and 93.9% hit rate, survival rate 100%. So there you go. I mean, those stats are looking blue and stuff like that because the people who were playing it beforehand were testers, right? So usually unicums or super unicums, so the stats are going to be off the chart. But as more normal players with normal stats play it, they'll even out. So remember, guys, this is it. It's that perfect girl. It's the girl next door. Not even too expensive, you know. Studying to be a doctor, just think of all the amazing things she can do for you. Or, you know, as we said earlier, probably for you guys, beer and pizza is more recognizable. But whatever, get out there and get it. Bam, job done.